Reverend Dr. Ken Gordon, continuing on with April 9th of our value theme for 2017. This theme is given to us from Reverend Carolyn J. Douglas, who's the senior minister at the Illuminata Spiritual Center. And her topic is the science of the absolute. When we're talking about the absolute, what we're really referring to is that which is unconditioned. It is the power of the universe and the core of who we are. It is the foundation of our very being. When I talk about the absolute, what I'm referring to is the absolute goodness of life, because that's what I believe to be true. We understand and appreciate from Troward's thought that anything that exists is infinite in its nature. Anything that was destructive would be infinitely destructive. Therefore, we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the fact of the goodness of the universe. So when we talk about the macrocosm and the microcosm, we talk about our individuality versus the capital R relative of the world around us. We talk about that which is God, which is the supreme everlasting being, the spirit. What we're really referring to is the core of our own being, the core of our own life, the core of our own soul. And what we believe is that we believe that we are all cells in the operation of this thing called life. That there is one mind, one spirit, one law, one love, one life. And that life is your life and my life. And so when we refer to looking at it in the absolute and how to best embrace that concept of the absolute, what we're talking about is the prayerful moment for each and every one of us. Dr. Holmes, in the book Love and Law, wrote, "People who expect to demonstrate this principle must be very constant, very determined, very positive, very sure, and faithful with themselves, patient with themselves, long-suffering with themselves." He goes on later on and says, "For in reality you will never discover anything outside you greater than you yourself, who you are." Frederick Bales wrote in the Science of Mind magazine back in December 1957, "It is a generally accepted scientific fact that humans are an evolving being, in whom reason slowly develops, and that they are on an upward, not downward path." This truly is what we're talking about. We are talking about the ability for each and every one of us to evolve from the relative into the absolute. And the way that we do this primarily is by practice. What we do is we practice in our prayer, we practice in our meditation, we practice every time we have the opportunity. And that practice eventually becomes part of who we are. We awaken within ourselves that beauty and that magnificence that is the absolute. And we begin to reflect it in our lives, believe in it within our souls, and begin to experience it in the outer. For as within, so without. To be absolute is to be authentic, to be actualized. This is the message for this week on April 9th. So please know that you're loved, that you're honored, and that you're blessed. God bless you.